The humiliation is complete. The situation that the Indian cricket team finds itself in is in a terrible, terrible mess. Because the loss that happened in Barsapara, if this doesn't wake up the Indian cricket administration, then what will? Because today, as the final catch was taken by Marco Jansen, Indian cricket suffered the lowest of the low. November, yet again, has become the lowest point in Indian cricket. 19 November 2023, November 2024, and now November 2025. One World Cup final loss, two, when you look at it, series whitewashes at home. But the Barsapara encounter has had far more consequences, dire consequences than you can never imagine it to be. Because look at the margin of the loss, 408 runs. 408 is the largest victory margin that South Africa have ever had against India, and it is India's heaviest loss when it comes to runs in Test cricket history. That was what you saw in Barsapara at this point in time. So, India lost by 408 runs, which is their heaviest, surpassing their previous best of previous loss of 342 that they achieved against Australia in Nagpur 2004, 21 years later. But then there is one more stat. In an era, when you look at it, where there has been runs galore, wickets galore, you've had one particular stat which is really awe-inspiring, and I'll read it out for you because this needs double checking. The combined average for the Indian cricket team across both the test matches, 15.2. Not a single 100 was scored by any of the batters in the two test series. You did have a couple of 50s, but not a single 100. The previous lowest was 12 against New Zealand in 2002, when India went there for a horror two test series and 7-match ODI series, which they lost 0-2 and 2-5. But then here is one more stat which has ensured that this test series will go down in history, because the number 2, and why I say number 2, 2-0 and 2-0, 25 years apart, South Africa have managed to whitewash India at home. With this achievement, South Africa have become the only nation to whitewash India twice in their own home turf. India have never managed to whitewash South Africa in their home turf. This is the gap that I am talking about. South Africa came to India having not won a series for 15 years. Now they had not won a test for 15 years, sorry. Now they have managed to ensure they are whitewashed in grand style. And as far as the other major thing is concerned, not just that, I'll give you not just number 2, I'll give you number 3. Because third time, India have managed to lose consecutive years a series at home. First time it happened, it was in 1956, 57 and then 58. Then it happened in 59, 60 and then 83, 84, now 2024, 2025. You lost 3-0 to the West Indies in 83, you lost 2-1 to England in 84, and now you have managed to lose in 24, 25, and then you have lost it in 56, 58. This is as bad as it can get. And then there is one more major thing, 66. One more 6, it could have been the devil's number, but for India, 66 years later, not since 1959, that you have lost 5 out of 7 home tests. It happened against the West Indies in 1959 and it happened against Australia in 1959. This is where Indian cricket has sunk to, and Barsapara was only the start. Because if Indian cricket continues with its administration and with the policies like how it has done as far as selection and pitches are concerned, the lowest point could be not winning a single test in 2026. It can happen. It might happen. Indian cricket needs to wake up, because you're now sunk as a test playing nation. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.